All right, so here we are. We're on a contemporary plot right next to ours. This is some land that we're looking at leasing to extend our current holdings. And it's the end of the dry season, and what's happening right now is about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, this whole area was burnt. You can see all the little burn patches. You can see how they're cutting the trees as well. And the whole landscape is baking. In fact, I don't know if you can see it in the lens, but as I look out along the landscape, I can see the heat, sort of the mirage coming off of the ground. We're basically on the equator here. So the temperature of the sun is very, very, very strong. It's kind of like a giant laser beam. And the fact that you can see the soil, it's one of the most unnatural occurrences on the planet, is to be able to see the soil in a tropical place. That shows you the degradation which is taking place. So all of this soil here right now is seasonally, twice a year, being burnt and then dug and exposed. And so all of the crumb structure and the root structures and all of the fungal structures and the fungi networks are being exposed and killed essentially year in and year out, year in and year out. And as it rains, all of that topsoil is eroding away. So this is, I would say, the lowest form of farming. Now, in 2 months from now, this will be a vastly different landscape. You'll see, 7 foot, 8 foot tall corn with corn on the cobs, maize producing one of the most nutrient depleted foods, but it is a big, heavy carb and starch. It's kind of the staple food of Africa, one of the major staple foods. And so there is productivity here. There is fertility in this soil. But that fertility is being lost as fast as possible under these types of techniques. And so this is an example of what we're trying to transition away from. And it's not these people's fault, it's just how they were raised. It's the culture they've been raised in. They don't really have access to the right education. They don't have access to the right markets. And so these are the types of landscapes and these are the types of people that we're trying to interact with through the Priceless Farms model to integrate a much more sustainable and a much more robust lifestyle and living standards. And I'll ask some of the local guys, local villagers, if we can come and film some of their living situations so you can kind of get a look at, okay, that's the lifestyle that these people are living while they're just growing corn for external markets off their land. And this is really a boom to bust lifestyle. They have a very short window of time when they've got a lot of money and it goes out. School fees, alcohol, etc., etc. So there you see it.